I go in there knowing exactly what to say. What Harry always taught us. Be direct. Tell them straight. Every single time I fail, she's passed on. Gone to me to make her. What stops me from just coming out and saying she's dead? I tortured that poor girl's father.
Now you're torturing yourself.
With good reason.
It took Harry years before he could tell them straight. It's the hardest part of a doctor's job.
But it's still part of the job, and not being able to do that...
Means you're an abysmal failure. Get over it. You're a damn fine doctor, Arch. Bald head, black leathers. You need a doctor who doesn't wear a tie. Who can sing to a dead man. Who isn't afraid of his emotions. Without you, this department'd be a hell of a lot worse off.
Thank you.
I was looking for Julia.
Not in here.
You're, still with us, Doctor? I thought you were moving on.
Still here. In my place.
That's good.
History between you and him, isn't there?
That's all it is. History.
Like I said, Julia, I know of your reputation, but I don't know you. Whether you're the type of doctor to shrug off the responsibility of someone's death as merely being part of the job, or whether that girl's death is going to haunt you. The old what-if syndrome. I stood on top of this hill above the refugee camp and looked out, and as far as my eye could see, in all directions there were people dying. You name it. TB, cholera, dysentery, influenza, malaria, malnutrition. Thinking, where do I start? With a baby who's just tasted his first breath of air, or the mother that needs to provide for her 6 children, or the father. Picking one means killing the others. Like it or not, we are gods. And like gods, we make choices and we live by them under the conditions we survive by. Be it a refugee camp in Zaire or a fun park in Brisbane. All the choices we make are right.
You never feel guilt.
I always feel guilt. I've just managed to consume it, knowing I can only do so much because, unlike God, if he indeed exists, we can't save all of humanity.
I wish we could.
Me too.
You were right. I did want your job. I deserved it. Harry had promised it to me. It's mine.
Then you'll have it, as soon as I'm gone.
How long will that be?
A couple of years, all being well. I've been brought in to take over the department, turn it around, make it one of the best in the country. And then I'm out of here. You get your directorship. Will you stay? I meant what I said. I need you.
They said you'd gone down to the chapel. Nice place for a bit of solitude. There was a plan once to knock it down at the car park. Can you believe that? I stopped it. Drink?
No, thanks.
Johnny Walker Blue. Blend of 80-year-old whiskey, 50-year-old whiskey, 20-year-old. Demand exceeds supply, rather like good emergency specialists. Have a drink.
I'm still on duty.
I once cut out a ruptured spleen after 2.5 bottles of vodka. Back in Vietnam. There's no one else around. No one for 1,000 miles. I'm pissed, I said. And he dies, they said. So I went in, and I did it. Call yourself an emergency doctor, you don't know the half of it. Have a drink.
No.
How was your first day?
Frantic.
Big Medivac out at the fun park.
Look, Harry, I know the events of the last 24 hours have come as a shock to you and you're upset. I'd be really...
You know who I am?
Of course.
Tell me.
You're Dr. Harry Edwards, a towering legend in the world of emergency medicine.
That's right. A little bit of respect, a little bit of humility, that's all I ask. I think I've earned it.
You have.
Respect. A little humility. I spoke to the Premier this afternoon. He was shocked to learn I'd lost my job so abruptly. We're old friends. Marched together on the Anzac parade. He's going to speak to the board.
Look, Harry, if you want your job back, you can have it. I don't need it.
Stay where you are, Red. Make a terrific director, Red. But you'll always be in my shadow. And guess what? You'll never step out of it.